Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with a pregnancy Q&A. This might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I've had quite a few people messaging me asking me to do like pregnancy videos and stuff, so I thought a Q&A is perfect to start off with. So I'm going to answer some of these questions that you've all been asking me, and yeah, and then if it's what you want to see, then I will hit you up with more baby videos. I've got so many baby items, I could do a baby haul, but it all depends on what you want to see, because obviously you're the ones watching it. But let's get stuck in with the questions. So I'm just going to pick like random questions out of what people have asked, and yeah, so first question is, do you think you'll miss being pregnant after the baby is here? Do you know what, I think I will. I miss having my normal figure, like obviously a small waist, and just being able to do things like silly things like tie my shoes up, put my socks on, like that. I'm really struggling to do them sort of things at the moment. But I am going to miss feeling him kick, and I don't know, it sounds really stupid, but I find myself just talking to him when like I'm on my own. It's like a comfort thing, so I think it's going to be weird at first, obviously, but I just can't wait for him to be here. I think the answer to that is yes, I will miss being pregnant. The next question is, what's been the best thing about being pregnant? The best thing for me is definitely feeling him move and kick. It honestly is so reassuring, and it's just an amazing feeling. I actually can't explain it. Next question is, are you scared of giving birth? I don't even want to talk about it because I'm absolutely petrified. I am shitting bricks. Like, I know no birth is predictable and no birth is the same, and I think what I'm scared for the most is the unknown, because I have no idea what it's going to feel like or what it's like. But the answer to that is yes, a big fat yes, because I'm so scared to give birth. I've had quite a few people ask me this question, and it's basically along the lines of, how did I know I was pregnant and what made me do the test? Well, I hadn't come on my period. I normally come on my period at the same time as my mum, my auntie and one of my friends, and all three of them had had periods, and I thought, hold on a second, I should have finished my period by now. But I don't track my periods or anything, so I didn't know whether like, oh, maybe I've just gone out of sync, I'm not too sure. And then I was craving Subway and Fanta Orange literally all the time. And when I was drinking and stuff, like going out, I was getting drunk very fast, and my hangovers were lasting like 3 days. And something was just telling me, like, you're pregnant. And I kept saying it to my friend, like, as a joke, like, I'm pregnant. But I didn't actually think I was. I was just sort of joking about it. And then I weed on the pregnancy test. I made my auntie go buy me one, and it literally, like that, it literally 2 lines, and I screamed and dropped to the floor, and all I wanted was my mum. I had no idea what to do. You can ask anybody that is pregnant, no one is ever ready for a baby, whether it's planned or not, and when them 2 lines come up on that test, I can't even explain it. My whole body I just felt out of control. I had no idea what to do. So me and my boyfriend processed it for a few days and slept on it. And honestly, we are so happy now, and I honestly can't wait to meet him. Like, time's going so slow, and I just want to squeeze his little head. I just can't wait. Has being pregnant affected your mood? How to the yeah. If you ask Jake, which Jake's my boyfriend, my mood swings are 1 minute I'm happy, the next minute I'm crying, then I'm like Jake, I just want you to love me. Like, my mood swings have been awful, but that's because of all the different hormones that obviously are running through your body. Another question. Have I had to buy any maternity clothes yet? I haven't actually bought any maternity clothes. I don't feel like my bump is that big. I mean, it's big, but it's not huge. I've just been buying like a size up. So this is actually a size 8. Which is my normal size, but like hoodies and stuff and leggings is all I've been living in, so I just got large hoodies, which I wanted large anyway because I like the oversized look, and all my joggers and stuff I just don't do the drawstrings, so the answer to that is no, I haven't actually bought any maternity clothes yet, but I imagine as time goes on I probably am going to have to. The worst part of the pregnancy is another question I've had. My first 12 weeks, like the first trimester of pregnancy, was honestly horrendous, and I in my head was thinking, how am I going to do this? I was sick about 10 times a day. I literally couldn't eat, like I didn't like anything. When people were saying like, oh, you're going to get so many cravings, I had none. I still don't really have any now. And in my head I was thinking, I don't know if I can do this. Honestly, I was so tired, had no motivation, and my emotions, I was just crying all the time. And so definitely the first trimester was the worst part of the pregnancy for me. But also, reduced movements that's another bit that I don't like. Like, I've had to go to the hospital a few times because there's been days where I've not really felt him, and it's silly things like he's at the back of me and he's probably kicking my back, but I just can't feel it. But not feeling him, honestly, it's the scariest thing ever, because you don't know what's going on inside of you. You have no control over what's happening, and you've just sort of got to trust your instinct and trust what the doctors are saying. But they are really good. So my worst part of pregnancy is probably the first trimester wasn't very nice for me, and reduced movements just isn't nice. When did you feel the baby kick for the first time, and what did it feel like? So I felt him kick for the first time, and I was laying in bed, and all of a sudden it felt like something had just popped in my belly. It was really strange, and I thought, what the fuck was that? So I was just sort of sat there, just sort of feeling my belly, and and then it happened again, and then I started crying, and I was like, oh my god, I've actually felt him kick. So I rang Jake and told him that I'd felt him kick, and then the next day he felt him kick. I think it was the 3rd of December, if I'm right, but it felt so strange. What advice would you give to anyone who has just found out they're pregnant? All I'm going to say to you is, do not rush into a decision. Shouldn't listen to other people's opinion. You should go off your own gut and heart, and if you're not ready for it, then that's okay. If you're not ready to have a baby yet, and life is just not in the right place, and a baby just isn't what you need, and you can't give it your all, I don't think you're a bad person for not going ahead with it. I think abortions are in place for a reason, and I personally don't agree with abortions, but I understand why people have them. But personally, all I'm going to say is sleep on it and talk about it, because I didn't think I could do it, and I've nearly got everything. I've pretty much got everything. Don't panic. Everything will be okay, and if you do decide to go ahead with it, honestly, it's amazing. It is the best decision I ever made, and it's going to change your life completely. And yeah, like, your whole life revolves around this little tiny human, but the love, and I just can't explain how much I love him so much already. And when he's here, I know my life is going to change, but I feel like it was the biggest blessing. So if any of you have recently found out that you're pregnant and you're watching this and you sort of sat there and you just don't know what to do, honestly, you will be okay, and don't listen to other people. Go with what you want to do. Another question. How was your appetite and has it changed throughout pregnancy? So the first trimester, I had no appetite. Everything I ate, I was sick. I just didn't like food, and I was quite worried actually because I was literally eating nothing. Second trimester, and now I feel like all I do is eat. I feel like I'm putting on weight, but obviously everyone puts on weight when they're pregnant, it's natural. But my appetite now, I could eat a horse. Yeah. And chocolate. Oh, I eat so much chocolate all the time. Oasis summer fruits is my biggest craving at the moment, because I have had another question about cravings. Yeah, at the moment my cravings are chocolate, pizza, and summer fruits Oasis. But at the start I didn't have any cravings. I hated everything. I went the complete opposite to what people said I would. How did I tell my parents and what was their reaction? So when I first found out, within the first 2 minutes I rang my mum crying like, "Mum, I need you to come." She was like, "I'm in the shower, what's up?" I was like, "No, seriously Mum, I'm pregnant." And she thought I was joking because a few hours before that we were joking about me being pregnant. And my mum literally got to my auntie's house within about 5 minutes, and I just cried in her arms because I just didn't know what to do. My auntie went and picked my boyfriend up, and we both was just sat there sobbing. He literally jumped into my arms. But my mum, honestly, has been amazing, like, throughout my pregnancy, and I genuinely don't know what I'd do without her. She is literally my rock. The way she reacted I really didn't expect, but whatever I wanted to do, she was there by my side, and I think that was the most amazing thing about it. I didn't actually tell my dad because I was too scared. My mum told him for me, but honestly the way they are about, like, the baby is just, it makes me tear up. Like, my dad calls him the little bambino, and it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's all I feel like my life has just fell into place, and I feel like it's what I needed. And I just feel like I have a purpose now, and everything I do for him. And one last question. How was your first reaction? What was your first reaction, and how is it different to how you feel now? My first reaction, I'm going to be completely honest here and I'm not going to lie, I didn't want to do it. I actually didn't. My boyfriend wanted me to keep him. Well, obviously I didn't know it was a him at the time. And he was like, "I will support you whatever you do. I think we can do this." I personally wasn't in a good place mentally, financially, and I don't know, like, I don't have a house. So at first my reaction probably wasn't the best, and I'm not going to sit here and lie about that, but now my reaction to back then is, I genuinely can't imagine life without him. I know he's not here yet, but I don't know, I love him so, so much, and like, it sounds so silly, but I'll just sit here and cry to myself because I just can't believe it. And he is my best friend, and he's not even here yet, and I just can't wait. Like, the excitement in me, like, I'm just so happy. It is the best thing that ever happened to me, and I cannot wait for the 24th of April, which is my due date. Who knows, he could come early, he could be late, but my friends are literally like the best thing ever. Like, spending time with them, I just love it, and going out and having a laugh, and I cannot wait to be able to do that again, because, like, I'm just waiting for him to just arrive now. But yeah, I hope this video isn't too long and I've not rambled on and chewed your ears off, but thank you all for sending in your questions, and a massive thank you to everybody that is subscribed to my channel, supports me on my Instagram, my TikTok, and watches all my videos. Honestly, you're making a girl's dream come true, because YouTube and like TikTok and Instagram is, I just love it so much, and it's just a dream. So yeah, a massive thank you to everybody that supports me. And if you haven't already, go head over to my Instagram, where I have a giveaway at the moment for the Mark Hill Pick and Mix waiver, currently live on my feed of Instagram. So go head over and enter. The rules of how to enter are listed in the caption of the photo. And I haven't actually announced a date yet of when that's going to end. But yeah, go enter my giveaway. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below any videos you'd like to see. And a massive thank you to everybody that supports me. It really is appreciated.